Hello, students. Today we are on the last part of the fourth chapter of class 10th history, the second phase of the Indian national movement. Here we are going to study about three personality sketches, three important assertive nationalist leaders and their contributions. In the previous classes, you have studied about who are the important assertive nationalists. Here we are going to study about the contributions of Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal. The first one is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He was born in 1856 and died in 1920. So let us see the life and work of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was known as the father of assertive nationalism. He was born in Maharashtra and he was the first to openly declare the demand for Swaraj. He is one of the most popular and powerful freedom fighters India ever produced. He gave the famous slogan, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it." One of the most important leaders of the assertive nationalist phase was Bal Gangadhar Tilak. His contributions. The following are the contributions of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. The first one, he organized Akharas and lathi clubs for providing self-defense and physical training for the youth. The assertive nationalists, they were entirely different from the early nationalists. The early nationalists, we studied that they were using three-piece method, prayer, petition and protest. And they were not ready to violate the constitutional methods of agitation. But the assertive nationalists were different from them. They were assertive in outlook. They were ready to use some revolutionary methods of agitation. In order to make the Indian youngsters physically powerful, Tilak organized Akharas. Akharas, you know, the wrestling circles. Then lathi clubs for providing training in martial art. Second one, he started Shivaji festival and Ganpati festival for motivating the people. One of the important methods followed by the assertive nationalists were revivalism. The assertive nationalists got inspiration from the Indian heroes. So Shivaji, Maharana Pratap, then Chandragupta Maurya and Chandragupta Vikramaditya were declared as the national heroes. In order to get inspiration from these type of personalities, Tilak started Shivaji festival, and to make unity among the festival, he started Ganpati festival. Third one, he started two newspapers, Maratha, which was an English newspaper, and Kesari, that was in Marathi. These two newspapers became the mouthpiece of nationalism. Articles were published about the unjust practices of the British in both newspapers, and such articles were influencing the people, and it motivated the feeling of nationalism. Along with this, he was a learned historian and a prolific writer. He wrote two books, Gita, Rahasya, and Arctic home of Vedas. Then the last point you have to remember as the contribution of Tilak, he set up Home Rule League in 1916 along with Annie Besant. So following are the important contributions. He organized Akharas and lathi clubs for providing self-defense and physical training for the youth. He started Shivaji festival and Ganpati festival for motivating the people. He started two newspapers, Maratha and Kesari. He wrote two books, Gita Rahasya and Arctic Home of Vedas. He set up Home Rule League in 1916. Then the next topic in the exercise there is a question. Tilak is known as the forerunner of Mahatma Gandhi. Why? So the reason for calling Tilak as the forerunner of Mahatma Gandhi is given here. The forerunner means a model. If we are comparing the political activities and ideologies of Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi, we can see some similarity. Many of the ideas of Tilak were followed by Mahatma Gandhi later. Tilak's idea of Swaraj was akin to Mahatma Gandhi's idea of complete independence. We studied about the famous slogan given by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. This Swaraj was followed by Mahatma Gandhi. His idea of Purna Swaraj was indebted to Tilak's idea of Swaraj. The second one, Tilak sought close contact with the masses as Mahatma Gandhi did. Both these figures, freedom fighters, were the men of masses. They knew the power of the common people, so they wanted to be in close contact with the common people and they tried to bring the common people into the freedom struggle. Third point, Tilak preached the idea of Swadeshi and boycott. The same were preached by Mahatma Gandhi. We studied that this Swadeshi and boycott were the two most important methods followed by the assertive nationalists. It used in India during the anti-partition movement. Later, when Mahatma Gandhi dominated the freedom struggle, he also continued these two most powerful methods, Swadeshi and boycott. The last point, both Tilak and Gandhiji suffered several times of imprisonment. During their life, both these leaders were arrested and imprisoned by the British police and British government several times for taking part in freedom struggle and acting against the British. So these were some of the points showing that Tilak is considered as the forerunner of Mahatma Gandhi. Now we have to study about the second important freedom fighter. He belonged to the assertive nationalist group, that is Bipin Chandra Pal. He was born in the year 1858 and died in 1932. Bipin Chandra Pal is known as the father of revolutionary thought in India. He was born in Sylhet in the present Bangladesh. At that time, Bangladesh was a part of India. Then he was born at Sylhet. He started his political career as a reformer attached to the Brahma Samaj. In the second chapter, we studied about Brahma Samaj. It was a social reform organization started by Raja Ram Mohan Roy in the year 1828. So, as a youngster, Bipin Chandra Pal was attracted towards the ideologies of Brahma Samaj. He became a member of this and he started his career as a social reformer. He worked under Brahma Samaj. In the year 1886, he joined Indian National Congress. Now, the next topic is the contributions of Bipin Chandra Pal. The first contribution. He worked as a journalist and worked for the Bengal Public Opinion, the Tribune, and New India. These three were prominent newspapers published at that time. So he was associated with three important newspapers of that period. They were the Bengal Public Opinion, the Tribune, and the New India. Second one, he advocated national education. He was knowing that one of the major problem the Indian society was facing was the lack of education. So, being a freedom fighter, being a nationalist leader and social reformer, he advocated national education. Third one, he opposed caste system. That was one of the evil practices prevalent in the Indian society. Then he advocated widow remarriage. It was one of the main work of the Brahma Samaj. So being a active member of Brahma Samaj, he worked for promoting widow remarriage. Then he worked for the empowerment of women through women education. In order to improve the condition of women, he supported women's education. These were his contributions. Once again, he worked as a journalist and worked for Bengal Public Opinion, the Tribune, and New India. He advocated national education. He opposed caste system. He advocated widow remarriage. He worked for the empowerment of women through women's education. The last personality sketch we are going to discuss is Lala Lajpat Rai. Lala Lajpat Rai was born in 1865 and died in 1928. Lala Lajpat Rai was known as Punjab Kesari. He was born in Punjab in 1865. He joined Indian National Congress in 1888 and became the President of Congress in 1920. He became the first President of All India Trade Union Congress. This man was an eminent lawyer, a prolific writer, an enlightened educator, social reformer, and a staunch fighter against the British rule. So now let's see the important contributions of Lala Lajpat Rai. The first one, he started a monthly magazine named Young India. Second one, he was a prolific writer and his publications include The Call to Young India, England's Debt to India, and National Education. He was instrumental in the expansion of DAV College at Lahore, Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College at Lahore. It was expanded due to the effort of Lala Lajpat Rai. He opened schools, colleges, and orphanages. Then, last point, he set up Servants of People Society. Its intention was to uplift the weaker and downtrodden sections of the society. Following are the important contributions. This once again the contributions of Lala Lajpat Rai. He started a monthly magazine named Young India. He was a prolific writer and his publications include The Call to Young India, England's Debt to India, and National Education. Third, he was instrumental in the expansion of DAV College at Lahore. He opened schools, colleges, and orphanages. Last point, he set up servants of People's Society. So these are the contributions. So with this topic, the fourth chapter is over. Now we will discuss the question answers. The important answers will be prepared and it will be uploaded in the school site. Some of the questions, its answers are very simple, that can be traced directly from the textbook, and some other question, its answers are very simple and it is in one word. Such a type of answers will not be given, that you have to find out from the textbook. The indirect and other difficult answers will be typed and uploaded in the school site. Thank you.